Good morning, everyone. This is Rose with Pertaining to Rose. So, I just want to discuss today about changing things in your life that will have a big impact later on. Things that you don't really think about. Some of us do them every day, and our lives have already moved on, so we really don't think about those things. But I thought back, what all the things did I do that really impacted my life? Reading was number one. If you read something every day, you'd be surprised what it does for your memory, what it does for your life. It can be anything that you read. And, when I first started reading, I didn't like to read. It was challenging. So somebody said, read 3 pages a day. Just keep at 3 pages. So 3 pages a day I would read. And I had a friend of mine that didn't like to read. And somebody told him the same thing. You know what they told him? Rip 3 pages out of your book and take it to work with you and read it over lunchtime. And that's what he did every day. Now he loves to read. I wouldn't rip pages out of my book and take them to work with me, but he would rip them out and put them in his lunchbox, take it to work with him. I was like, that's really smart. I definitely wouldn't rip pages out of my book, but that was a good thing, at least it got him reading, and now he reads all the time. And it changed his perception on things. It gave him thoughts, it improves your thought process. It improves your memory. You learn words that you may have not have ever thought to use in that sentence before. You learn different things. You don't know how much you're learning just from reading. And even if you have to start out with 2 or 3 pages a day, try it. It brings out your, I really don't want to say psychic ability, but it brings out your process that you're thinking outside the norm now. When you start doing that, it opens things up in your brain that you start thinking in a different way. Really changes your life. Another thing that I did that really impacted my life was journaling. And at first it was like, I don't know what to journal. I don't know how to journal. I've never really written diaries. So, I would write down, okay, I did the dishes today. I did that today. I wasn't sure how to go about it. And then somebody said, well, write down things you want to do. And I thought, okay. So I started writing, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, And then I found out positive affirmations. I found out I really love them. So I started putting them in my journals too. And then I would find Bible phrases that really hit home with me, and I'd write them down. And then I started learning about supernatural prayers, and I started writing them down. And I journal them all. I journal everything. You learn as you go. You adopt. You keep moving forward. It changes your life dramatically. And wow, has my life changed. Since journaling, my life has went through the roof. Totally different. I have a totally different life than most people. I don't work a normal job. I'm not out running constantly, and you think life differently. It improves you so dramatically that you can now lay back and relax and enjoy. Don't make life hard. Different things that I've done that truly amazed me. I did some traveling. Traveling is another way to improve your life. And you might not think much about it, but traveling, I had definitely learned new things. You eat where the locals eat. You go swimming where the locals swim. You learn different things about different places. Gives you that cultural experience. And now it's easier to relate to people from different cultures, especially in our little mixed pot of the world. A lot of different languages are spoken here. You learn these things when you travel. Um, it definitely has changed my perception on things. It really has. And I've had a lot of growth from it, a lot of internal growth. I'm really impressed with what the little things in life changed my life. You know, watching motivational movies, if you're going to sit in front of the TV anyway, put something motivational on. You know, there's movies that kind of like motivate you and like, oh, okay, that kind of gave me energy. That kind of gave me the idea that I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to change my life and, you know, those kind of things. You learn so much. You learn new things to do. You know, you see a movie where somebody's putting up post-it notes all over on their positive affirmations. Next you know it, you're doing the same thing. You know, you're like, oh, okay, that did motivate me. That motivated me to do the next thing, you know. Another thing I did to change my life, and I started this years ago, I hated doing dishes. Could not stand dishes. And somebody said, just start saying, I love to do dishes. Every time you go do the dishes, just say, I love doing dishes. You're never gonna believe this, but after a couple years of doing that, I actually love doing dishes. I'm like, oh, I'll do the dishes. Oh, I'll do the dishes. It almost gets excited, like, I get to do the dishes. It sounds funny, but it really, really works. It changed my life. I love to do laundry. I still don't like to dust and vacuum. Still not my favorites. But dishes and laundry, I'm on it. I love to do those kind of things. So if it's something you really, really hate, start saying you love to do it and see how your perception of it changes. You'd be surprised. You know, you hate going to your job every day. If you started saying, oh, I love going to my job, I just love it there. I love the people. I love the social time I get. I love the friends I have there. You know, I have my associates that work there. You know, you change your perception of it. Wow, your life dramatically changes. Next you know it, you love going to work. You know, you definitely have to start rewording the way you say things. Being negative all the time isn't going to help you. It's going to keep you in one spot. But when you stay positive, it'll have big impacts later down the road. And it could be something small, like reading a couple pages of a book, or traveling to that new town you never been to, but you wanted to go to that discount grocery store over there. Well, make it a short trip. That's your travels. You know, it could be something farther, it could be something close. This year I went to Cozumel. I learned a lot down there. I was truly amazed at how much I learned. Before, I didn't understand the ratio between the pesos and the dollars and all that. Well, I understand it now. Not completely, but I have an understanding of it, you know. You learn from these things, and it dramatically changes your life. You will see an impact. You will see big changes down the road. It can dramatically change your finances. You start saying, I love to learn about finances. I love to learn about finances. I love learning new things about finances. I love saving. You know, all of a sudden, your mind will slowly start switching over to that until you find it is a true love of yours. And it will come out, and all of a sudden, you have a newfound love that you enjoy doing. But now you know how to save for your retirement, how to do this, how to do that. It changes. It dramatically changes you. Changes the way you think. You know, I didn't know nothing about finances. No one ever really taught me. I had to learn on my own. So I started buying every book. I needed an understanding of money. Why don't I have this understanding of money? I just couldn't understand it. You learn. You grab those things and you really dig in. And you tell yourself, I love learning about this kind of stuff. It will change your life. See what you can do today. Well, I'm out. I want to go and do something that I love to do. So I am going to have fun today. I hope you are too. Do the little things that'll change. You'll have big impacts down the road. You'll see a big change in your life if you start practicing these things today. I love you. Bye, YouTube.